I'm really pumped to share with you my top picks for AI stocks at the moment and the types of stocks that you should keep an eye on in the coming years. Let's start in January 2010. The iPhone 3 was the latest smartphone, yet mobile internet was still young. AI was already a buzzword, but if you could glimpse the future, you'd be a better investor. In June 2010, the iPhone 4 with its Retina display revolutionized user experience and boosted smartphone usage. Samsung, known for displays and Android devices, helped Apple dominate this sector. We needed heavy lifting servers and infrastructure to accommodate smartphone demand. AWS and Azure were born as a result. Netflix went streaming only in 2010, and Spotify joined the US in 2011. Office 365 is another Microsoft cloud service. More services moved to the cloud, increasing user experience and enabling access from less powerful devices. Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and Google are household names in software. We wish we had acquired and kept these stocks in 2010. Generative AI tools like ChatGPT have excited and speculated about their future significance. It's fascinating to look at prospective stocks for the future. Like 2010, 2023 will be a key year for tech stocks. New stocks will grow significantly this decade. Consider Nvidia. It's still worth investing despite its price rise. This begins a new chapter. Let's find some promising investments now. Nvidia dominates AI from semiconductors. They don't make chips. TSMC steps in. TSMC is a pure-play semiconductor foundry that aids chip designers without competing. They make semiconductors for other firms. TSMC makes Apple's iPhone A series and desktop, MacBook, and iPad M series CPUs. Apple generated 20% of TSMC's sales last year. TSMC's 60% chip fabrication market share is even more impressive. TSMC makes 90% of sophisticated chips worldwide. Apple's chips and Tesla's self-driving chips are included. TSMC's 4-nanometer technology is designed for Nvidia's Hopper GPUs. TSMC's will likely become more common as transistors shrink. Some procedures will optimize CPUs, graphics chips, flexible server chips, and data-focused chips. Scale makes these specialized procedures economical. Since TSMC is one of the few companies that can mass-produce specialized chips for AI applications, they will gain. So watch TSMC and semiconductor manufacturing's future. TSMC must include ASML. EUV machines are only made by ASML. TSMC needs these equipment to make Nvidia GPUs and Apple processors. EUV machines have over 100,000 parts and require many trucks and cargo planes to transport. The interesting part, 90% of these machines' parts come from international corporations. ASML integrates these components from multiple suppliers. This is beneficial, since ASML doesn't have to be the best at creating each part or subsystem. It would be riskier to handle everything individually. They use lithography equipment uses Zeiss ultra-flat mirrors. These mirrors are so flat that even if Zeiss produced a US-sized mirror, the largest defect would be a dust particle. ASML has an edge due to its extensive network of exclusive relationships with several specialist suppliers. Other firms would need decades and billions of dollars to fight ASML. Semiconductors are just the start in 5 years. Data centers and edge devices using these semiconductors will be next. Data centers first. Nvidia dominates data center GPUs, whereas Intel dominates server CPUs. AMD is slowly eroding Intel's data center market share. Intel's market share is at an all-time low of 70% due to Sapphire Rapids delays, according to Counterpoint Analytics. AMD had a 20% data center market share in 2022, up from 12% a year earlier. AMD has grown its data center market share for 15 straight quarters, gaining 60% in 1 year. AMD's server processors are more power efficient than Intel's, saving data centers money. AMD's EPYC server CPUs contain up to 128 cores and are energy efficient. Amazon, Microsoft, and Google are creating their own data center chips to eliminate third-party dependence. These in-house chips will disrupt Intel more than AMD. AMD's acquisition of FPGA and reprogrammable chip maker Xilinx contributed to this. Data center applications that need chip updates are using reprogrammable logic. For instance, ChatGPT's language model, GPT-4, undergoes retraining and re-architecting. One FPGA can replace numerous application-specific circuits in a data center, since it can be reprogrammed. Flexible chips and chiplets could boost AMD's data center CPU market share. AMD's potential is another reason I like it better than Intel. Excuse me. AMD can grow even if Amazon, Microsoft, and Google dominate the data center industry. They supply PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S, and Xbox Series X chips. AMD is also supplying CPUs for Tesla Model S and Model X's infotainment panels. Even if AMD loses data center market share, its CPUs could be used in more devices. AMD's chips could be used for edge inference as generative AI tools drive edge computing demand. Let's turn to Apple. Apple's products are hugely popular. Apple Watch leads the US smartwatch market with 45% and 40% globally. AirPods, ChatGPT, and Microsoft's Copilots are already making a difference, but generative AI's potential is still untapped. They represent the start of more advanced features and value in our apps. I expect future software to have exciting new features that push the boundaries. Let's examine other ways generative AI is shaping the future. Apple and Unity Software announced a huge mixed reality content agreement. Unity Software dominates mobile content with 50% market share and augmented or virtual reality with 60%. This alliance will change content generation and consumption in the future. Generative AI tools for 3D assets and experiences will unleash creativity. Adobe is another. Creative Suite includes Adobe Firefly generative AI models. Adobe Firefly acts as a co-pilot to explore hundreds of questions and created visuals. Unlike ChatGPT, you can edit up or create new image elements with a few pics and text. That's the start. Imagine dynamically producing video, music, sound effects, scene lighting, and movie storyboards from scripts. These innovations open new capabilities and maximize old software. These advancements could boost Adobe's profitability by creating more assets to sell and providing tools to use them with fewer resources. Stock photographers, videographers, and musicians will need to use these tools to create content better than AI. Generative AI promises fascinating new software, applications, and experiences. It includes smartwatches, headphones, and mixed reality, semiconductors, data centers, edge devices, cloud services, software, and user experiences will have more winners. NVIDIA GPUs and ChatGPT are only the beginning. Industry success and innovation are possible in the future. See you on our next one.